It's time for our second video, everyone. My savory bread pudding. It's super easy and it looks super classy. All you need are some hamburger buns to start. I like to use the hamburger buns because they are the happy medium between a loaf of bread and sliced bread. They're fluffy, and best of all, for an entire bag of 12, I spent $2.39. Pretty awesome! Alright, I'm going to show you how to cut them. I'm just going to cut them into thirds. 1 and 2. Give it a quick flip and go the same way. Just like that. And we get these nice little chunks. Please do not rip the bread. Okay, we're not tacky, we're doing nice squares. Here we are, people. My sexy little hamburger buns are all cut up. I like the word sexy, sorry, I think I'm overusing it. Anyhow, I had to use 2 bowls because it doesn't all fit in one bowl. And what I'm gonna do is put some heavy cream and some egg into each one and mix them up separately, and then all together they're gonna go in our baking dish. And check out how easy this is. I got 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Just pour part of it over this and the other part over this. I have 3 eggs whipped up, part over that, and part over that. Last but not least, some chopped thyme, just like that, and the remainder over there. And of course, some salt. Ooh. So now we just mix it by hand, and this is always my favorite part. It's so gooey and mushy, and you really want to saturate these little buns so they're nice and fluffy when we bake them. Make sure the thyme is evenly spread out. That's how you'll really be able to know if this is evenly mixed, is if you see thyme over every little chunk of bun. Using a nice big spoon, I'm gonna start spooning our bread pudding right into a baking dish, or you could just kind of pour it in if you want to get quick with it. Do a nice thin layer of it down at the bottom, like that. Give it some salt and some shredded Parmesan cheese. Yummy! And now we're just gonna fill it up. And we really don't want any of these gaps or spaces or holes. So I'm gonna pour all of it down into the pan, using my hands like I love to do. Really just press it in so we fill all of the holes. Like so. I love getting mushy with it. And sprinkle more cheese right along the top. I like a little more cheese. Now that that's done, we're gonna pop it in the oven at 425 degrees for about 15 minutes, or until the cheese is nice and brown. Just did a review of this video and realized that the scene you're about to watch has my bra strap hanging out. Gross! Alright, back to the bread pudding. Did it stop? I don't know. Our bread pudding is good and ready. Cameraman, please zoom in for my pretty people. Look at this, you guys. A nice crust. The cheese is rolled over the bread pudding, and you can serve it in this dish if you want. I think it looks a little crusty. So what I'm gonna do is gently cut around the edges and make these nice, beautiful squares, and then put them out on a baking dish. That concludes video numero dos, bread pudding. Savory. Enjoy!